Hi everyone.
Yeah.
My name is Favor. I'm a dental student from Barts in London, and we also have Alia. Would you like to say hi?
Hello everyone, I'm also
Or maybe mute one of the.
sorry, never hear me now. Yeah, I'm also a dental student at Barts in London, and I'm here to help give some useful information today.
Yeah, so we're from a volunteering society on the slide that says that's called Barts Community Smiles, and we're from Barts in London. And what we try and do is basically talk to the public and broaden their knowledge on oral health, and basically like correct any misconceptions that people might have about the dentist or about their teeth, and most importantly reinforce good oral hygiene. Alia?
Yeah, so what we'll be doing today, what this talk is about, is the consumption of unhealthy commodities, including sugary foods and drinks, which unfortunately has been fueled by the pandemic. While provision of dental services and incentive to seek dental care has reduced, on the contrary. We've created 2 easy to understand animated videos targeting young children, although adults will find them equally useful. The aims of the videos are to educate viewers on the harmful effects of sugar, with a particular focus on oral health. The videos also illustrate the consequences of the lack of effective toothbrushing, and hence highlighting the importance of toothbrushing with the correct techniques as advised.
Yeah, so we're going to watch the first video, which is about brushing your teeth. And although this is advertised to children, I think that you guys should hopefully enjoy it. yeah, that was the first video on brushing teeth, which I think is really important because, ooh, okay, which I think is really important because a lot of times we go to a dentist and you know, they talk to us about like the brushing and yeah, you should brush and stuff like that, but no one really explains the reasons why and how brushing can lead to things like tooth decay. And next one is on sugar. Let's see if this works. Yeah. And yeah, so those are the two videos. I particularly like this second one. I particularly like making this second video just because it just taught me like the amount of sugar that you can find in products, especially things like Starbucks. Like if I'm 21 and if we're only allowed to have like 7 cubes of sugar, Starbucks can contain about like 30 grams, which is like all your sugar consumption in one day, all in one cup. So it can be quite frightening sometimes. But yeah, those are the two videos. And now we're gonna move on to the live Q&A section. Hopefully you guys have some questions. Oh, I can already see some questions on the chat as well. Should we start with the questions on the chat and then we can move on from there?
Sounds great. Should I read for you? The first question is, how bad is milk for children's teeth?
Okay, so when it comes to milk, the most harmful thing is how long you leave the milk in their mouth for, because I know a lot of mothers would like to give their children like warm milk to go to bed, and when you leave the milk in their mouth for a long time, the sugar in the milk I think it's lactose. but it gets broken down into like simpler sugars, and then those simpler sugars can cause tooth decay for your children, and it's called bottle caries, and it's actually something that is very, very prevalent, especially in Tower Hamlets. So yes, they can drink milk. When you drink milk all in one go, it's not that bad, but it's when you leave it in the mouth for too long, that's when it can cause tooth decay. I hope that answers your question, Naomi.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Pratima is also asking, how important is it to follow age-specific toothpaste for children? So my children are 8 and 10, and they like my toothpaste more. Is it okay to allow them adult toothpaste?
Okay, and that's actually an excellent question. So the only people that an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old, they are allowed to use adult toothpaste, because and they have, I think at that point they have all the adult teeth in their mouth anyway, so it's okay for them to use adult toothpaste. But for children less than 3 years old, they have to specifically use children toothpaste, because that contains the right amount of fluoride for them in their teeth. Yeah. Next one. Okay. Ava, what are your guidelines on regular snacks? Okay, so oh wait, Alia, would you like to answer this question?
Yeah, I can answer.
Yeah, cool.
So with sugary snacks in particular.
Oh, you were echoing a little bit, Alia.
Sorry, is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
So with sugary snacks in particular, it's not necessarily well, like you said, it's how many per day. In terms of your teeth, it's having them with meals is the least harmful. So I would say as long as you're having your snacks with meals, so if you have 3 meals a day, 3 snacks, like if you like chocolate, for example, you can have a little bar after your meal, but it's when you have it between meals, because your teeth essentially don't get a break between when there's sugar surrounding them, if that helps to answer your question.
Yeah. So I think, yeah, the main emphasis is you can have snacks, but with your meal, because when it's with your meal, you have enough saliva to try and combat the sugar that's in your mouth. Well, if it's like just on its own, that's not a good thing. We're trying not to put limits on, oh, you can only have like 3 snacks a day, but trying to make it more friendly with people, because I know people do like snacks, and snacks are nice. Yeah.
I have a related question with since you're mentioning milk, and it's kind of connected with first question as well.
Yeah.
My daughter is allergic to lactose, and she uses soya milk most of the time, or oat milk. So is that goes same for?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the same idea. Again, try and make sure that if she's drinking the milk, that she should just drink it in one go, and not have it just stay in her mouth for a long time, nothing more than 20 minutes even. She can drink it, and I think soy milk and oat milk are less likely to cause things like tooth decay, but again, the duration of how long it stays in the mouth is a key factor.
So when you say that duration, because she's very slow eater and drinker, so
yeah,
it's not that she hold in the mouth, but she keeps sipping and she takes time. So is it same like if the duration is longer?
So yeah, the longer she keeps it in her mouth, the more harmful it is. But you can like give her things like a straw. If she uses a straw, then that will be less harmful.
Okay.
Yeah, when I mean like duration, I mean like nothing more than 20 minutes. If she can drink it in 20 minutes, then she should be fine.
Okay, thank you.
And also to add to that point, soya and oat milks tend to have added sugar, so it depends which one you're buying, because then it's just like any drink with sugar in.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Next question from Kilda. If your children want to use non-fluoridated toothpaste, are there any other ways to get fluoride? Alia, would you like to take this one?
I'll take this one, Sarah, but yeah.
Mhm. Or what did you say, sorry?
I know, sorry, you can take this one.
Okay, so as dentists, we normally recommend that children, like everyone, should use fluoride, just because fluoride is a really good active ingredient in trying to prevent tooth decay. There's been lots of studies to show this. We really do advise children to use fluoride toothpaste with fluoride, but there are other ways in which you can get fluoride. So for example, when you go visit the dentist, you can get something like fluoride varnishes, fluoride, some fillings contain fluoride as well. If you, depending on the area you live in, your water might also contain fluoride. You can also, I think milk also contains fluoride as well. So there are lots of other ways in which someone can get fluoride in their diet, but we really do advise fluoride on toothpaste, just because when it's on the toothpaste, it can just be like added onto the teeth directly. Are there any specific reasons why your children don't want fluoride in the toothpaste? Is it more of
Yeah, no, it's just actually, I've heard two things. One is about fluoride not being good, but I've not that really actually wasn't the reason. It's that the flavours generally of fluoride toothpaste are minty. And my son, when he was little, he didn't like it. And the only ones I could get that weren't were non-fluoride, kind of in the health food shops. I've sort of weaned him back onto it. But I thought if we went back there, what were my alternatives?
Oh, so one of the reasons why people don't like the mint in their toothpaste is actually to do with the amount of toothpaste you put on your toothbrush. And I blame this on like things like toothpaste or toothbrush adverts, where they like squirt the whole brush with toothpaste. You only need like at most a pea-sized amount of toothpaste on your toothbrush. When you use that small of an amount, you won't get that much of a foamy, strong mint flavor. So I would advise them to do that. And any other, I think they just have to I honestly think that they might have to pull through with the fluoride, because that is the best and the gold standard way of avoiding tooth decay is through fluoride toothpaste. But yeah. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, no, thank you. And to be honest, we did only used to put a little amount. In fact, I think I was so mean with the toothpaste, I've started putting a bit more on.
Really? Oh, wow.
But I'll tell you what, the other thing I'm really challenged with is the keeping to 2 minutes. I do with me because I've got an electric toothbrush and that's the timer. But I can't do his teeth and mine with the timer on. So I tend to do mine and I help him do his. He's 4 and a half. But I did buy a timer and then it smashed. And then I mean, I could do it on my phone. I must say, I find it quite challenging to do it for that amount of time. For him.
Does he find it hard to concentrate during the 2 minutes? Yeah. I feel like
I know there are little adverts you can play, there's songs. You know, we've had to overcome all that with the hand washing, haven't we? Kind of it's I don't know if anyone's got any tips on that.
I wanted to say for the tooth paste, if he doesn't like minty for children, especially because your son's quite young, there are fruit flavored fluoride containing toothpaste, which might be a good option
for him. Yeah, that's a good idea actually. There are fruit flavored ones, especially for children. For the timing one, oh god, I feel like whenever I see parents, we always have this problem of getting the children to just stay in one place for 2 minutes. Other than the adverts and the videos, because there are videos that are timed for 2 minutes specifically for brushing, which he can watch while you brush his teeth. Or what you could do is maybe have him have a go, and then at the end you brush his teeth for him, just because it will give him something to do whilst you're brushing, would be the advice I would give. Try videos, maybe try another timer again. But it's just a phase. He's young now and it is hard for everyone. But I think, yeah, it might just be something that I think, yeah, it's a phase just for now with most young children.
I'll think of you both when I'm attempting it again. I think we can do it. Yeah.
I think we can, yes. Next question, are there dentists open for routine appointments now? Yes, there are dentists open for routine appointments. My mum's a dentist, and yeah, she does have routine appointments, but with COVID, or yours isn't. I think with COVID, they only want people who are in pain or who have like serious problems. That's like the first, if they're trying to triage the patients, to have those people first. For routine appointments, I think they want you to try and wait as long as possible, especially for this whole COVID to try and die down a little bit. But you can call up your local dentist and see what they offer. They might have to do like a phone call, or I know some of them do phone calls or online like appointments and stuff like that. So you have to, yeah, try and call them and see what they're doing. It is also different depending on each practice as well. But I think, yeah, routine appointments are on hold for the moment. How can you help overcome children's fear for the dentist? Oh, this is a good question. So one thing you can do is, and Alia, you can also chip in as well. I would recommend try and get them to see the dentist as early as possible, would be a good thing. Also, if they have any older siblings, take them to the even if they're not specifically going to go see the dentist, they should go with their siblings and see how their siblings interact with the dentist, or see how you as parents interact with the dentist. And when they see that, oh, there's nothing to be afraid of, then they can continue. They will be more likely to go to the dentist. And also take them routinely all the time, even if they don't have any problems. Take them whether it's 3 or 6 months. Help them build that relationship with the dentist. Once they can see their dentist as like a normal human being, then that will help them overcome the fear. Alia, anything else?
Yeah, no, I was going to say about going regularly. I think that's really important. And also not just to go when they're in pain, because then they might end up associating the dentist with pain. So even when everything's all well and good, still go to your appointments, get everything checked over. You can get that sticker, which everyone loves. I mean, who doesn't love a sticker, especially when you're little? I think it's like building that positive image, because it's not all pain. You know, sometimes it's just a little look around with the mirror, and you know, just to say so it's just really just, I think, keeping that positive image of dental professionals.
Yeah, that's literally it. Any more questions? What are the most frequently asked questions by parents? I think one of them is, which has already been asked, is like, when should I start taking my children to the dentist? Also, when should I start brushing my kids' teeth? So you should start brushing your kids' teeth immediately after their first teeth pops out. And yeah, I think they also like to ask questions based on sugar, because I feel like that is a problem with young children, is like how to get them to try and reduce their sugar intake. And again, it's the same thing. Try and go for more healthier options. So yes, there is Coke, but maybe try juices, milks, water. And if they must drinks and take like sugary snacks, try and have it with their meals. I think is the idea that we're going forward with. Anything, Alia?
No, I think you've covered that.
Yeah. Any more questions? Oh, it's 12:58. So any lots of questions, and then we can move on to the last thing.
Could you recommend any a video for children which can be helpful for them to understand the way you showed us this one?
Oh, okay. So these videos are available on YouTube. If you just type in, I think the first one is called brush teeth for healthy mouths, and then the second one is called Be Sugar Smart. If you just type that up on YouTube, they can watch it, and it's aimed to them. It's the language is like simplified, so they can also understand it as well. So you can get them to watch these videos.
Thank you.
No problem. And yeah. So, oh, thank you so much. Yeah, so they're on the chat now, so you can have them. So we can move on. So we have a little survey just because we're trying to kind of look at the impact of these videos and to see if it's something that we should continue making and showing to young people. So if you could kindly, we can put the link of the form in the chat, or you can use your phone and scan the QR code, and then that will help you. Oh, where's the chat function?
I've just posted the link. So
okay, cool. Yeah,
it's
there's
available
only
for
like,
people. What we're going to do as well is that we will add, when we add this recording onto Facebook, we can also include the survey link for people to fill in afterwards.
thank you. It's only about like 6 questions, so it shouldn't take too long. Okay, Hilda. Okay, so thank you for watching and participating in this session. I really liked you guys' question. I hope we answered it to best of our abilities. These are our social medias. You can follow us and you can ask us any questions and we'll answer them to the best of our abilities. So thank you for coming.